My name is James Uden and I am from Lincoln in the East Midlands. I support Manchester United mainly because I got first involved with football through watching Manchester United. It was the treble season, which obviously was incentive to get sort of involved anyway, because it was such a glorious season for the club. It was a friend's dad actually who sort of really encouraged us to watch it and really sort of take on board the game and just appreciate what we were seeing, because it was so great at the time. It's been a funny one really. I think City have been favourites for a long time, probably even since the start of the season, and yet I haven't really felt the pressure of that. I've sort of, whether it's complacency or just from experience, I really still think that we can push on and win this year. We've had our injury problems, but so has every other team. There's no excuses really worthy of throwing out, but it's been good. It's been open and really exciting stuff. Yeah, it's going in a better direction now, and people are more aware of maybe issues in the game that they weren't before. But I think the FA certainly need to really look at themselves this year and work on improving things for the future. It's not the players' fault that they're in an environment that has so much money thrown around inside it, but for me, I mean, obviously you can judge bad performances and say they're not worth the money, but realistically that's just how it is. And I mean, they're the players who have to cope with the pressure. They have to, they're performing under a certain context each and every week that people who aren't simply can't really grasp a personal hold of. But no, I've never had an issue with the amount of money in football. I think it's just how it works, and it's the premise of the structure really. So for me, it's not an issue, and there's no realistic way around it. It's just how it is. I went to see Arsenal earlier this season, for example, who I'm really, supposed to be against going to see or wanting to even see, and yet because it was a kind of cheap on the gate kind of deal, I went for the experience anyway. I think the people who really, really do appreciate and love football are always going to be keen on the idea of going about these kind of concepts and arrangements. Well, being a Man United fan, I'm probably going to be a bit biased, of course, but the number 7 shirt's always been pretty special since I've started watching it. I was unfortunate enough to just miss out on the Cantona era, so I really got into the game when David Beckham's career was taken off, and I've pretty much loved the man ever since. He's an absolute icon. He's become an ambassador for the game, which is something that English people can be really proud of. Despite personal things or feelings towards a player who plays for a club and was really sort of passionate about his club. He's just been a great sort of, as I say, this ambassador for the game, and I'm really proud of that. He was a great player, and it would be great to see him still play for England, even now, despite his age and despite perhaps competition for places. But David Beckham will always, I think, be a personal highlight for me. And then for a young talent that Man United typically scouted in their way and weren't sort of didn't feel obliged to wait. They kind of just saw this talent in Cristiano Ronaldo and went for it. They bought him in young, and he just pretty much developed ever since he arrived at Old Trafford, and he was a spectacle. People love to hate him. If he wasn't a Man United player, I probably wouldn't have liked him, and that's exactly what you want with a player who represents your club. Really, you want someone who feels as passionately as you do about the club's success and can perform on the day. There's something about the English environment that makes football almost natural. There's kind of a natural appreciation for it, whether you're young or old. You have your icons, you have your favourite matches. They're all completely, anyone will tell you a different story, and it's just this kind of embodiment of British culture and appreciation that really makes the sport shine within this country.